Okay, let's be real. We're all feeling it, right? The ground is shifting under our feet. AI is just getting smarter and faster every single day. So the big question is, how do we not just survive this, but actually win? Well, let's dive in because the answer is probably not what you think it is.
Wow, that's a pretty intense way to kick things off, isn't it? This quote gets right to the heart of that anxiety so many of us are feeling. The entrepreneur Dan Martell put it this bluntly because, let's face it, AI is mastering skills that we thought were uniquely human. And that's a reality we just have to look straight in the eye.
But here's the good news. The answer isn't about rushing to become some master coder or an AI engineer. Nope. The people who are truly going to thrive in this new world are the ones who learn to think about AI in a completely different way. It's not really one single skill, you see. It's more like a series of crucial mindset shifts that all build up to one ultimate trait.
So first things first, let's talk about a new AI mindset. Before we can even get to the really powerful stuff, we've got to build the right foundation. And that starts with totally reframing how we see and interact with artificial intelligence in the first place.
You know, there's this myth going around that AI is going to make us all dumber. But that's kind of like saying a calculator makes you worse at math. It doesn't, right? It just lets you do more complex math, faster. The key here is to think of AI as a personal trainer for your brain. One really cool example of this is using a custom AI tutor to teach kids. Imagine learning physics from an AI that talks like Cristiano Ronaldo. The result? These kids are actually learning faster. They're not cheating, they're getting sharper. Okay, so once you start using AI as your personal trainer, the next step is to really focus on developing those skills that are uniquely human. The things AI can't replicate, but it can absolutely amplify. This is all about honing your creative and strategic instincts, because those are the very things that will let you direct the AI effectively.
The first human edge we need to talk about is taste. Think about the legendary music producer Rick Rubin. He'll be the first to tell you he has basically zero technical ability, but he knows instantly when he hears something great. That's taste. And it's not magic, it's just pattern recognition for excellence that your brain learns over time. AI can generate 1,000 different options, but you need taste to pick the one that's truly brilliant.
So how do you actually build it? Well, here are 4 pretty clear steps. First, you got to immerse yourself in excellence. Proximity is power. Second, actively study the masters in your field. Watch what they do online, find a coach. Third, curate your social media feeds so they're a masterclass, not just a mindless distraction. And finally, and this is a big one, don't just consume great work, analyze it. Ask yourself, okay, why is this so good? What makes this work?
The second human edge is vision. So taste helps you recognize what's great today, right? Vision is what helps you see what's going to be great tomorrow. It's about seeing around corners. Picture this. Dan Martell is out on a mountain bike ride, and bam, an idea about robotics just clicks into place. He then used AI to research and validate that vision in just minutes. See, the AI provided the data, but the human had to have the vision to ask the question in the first place. And this perfectly illustrates how you can build that vision muscle. First, you have to literally schedule thinking time into your calendar, time to just explore. Second, look for inspiration outside your own industry. You know, like how Henry Ford saw meatpacking assembly lines and thought, hey, I could use that for cars. And third, use AI as your strategic partner. Use it to pressure test your ideas and force you to think even bigger. Now, developing taste and vision, that's absolutely crucial, but it's only half the story. The next mindset shift is about something that AI, for all its incredible power, just can't touch. It's the human element. It's about leading with care.
This is such a powerful distinction to make. An AI can process data, it can even simulate empathy, but it can't feel it. Genuine care, that deep down feeling that you truly want to see other people win, that is a unique human superpower. In a world of infinite AI-generated stuff, care is the one thing that will always make you stand out.
And please don't mistake care for being soft. It's an unbelievable value creator. I mean, look at this number. Microsoft created 12,000 millionaires from its own employees. It's also said that 92% of Amazon's wealth went to people other than Jeff Bezos. What does that tell you? It tells you that the greatest successes are built on making other people win. Your team, your customers, your partners.
So how do you put this into practice?
Well, first, get to know your people's personal dreams and see how you can align them with the company's goals. Second, show you value their opinion by always asking for their feedback before you give yours. And third, celebrate their wins publicly. You know the old saying, praise in public, criticize in private. This builds a foundation of trust that no algorithm on Earth can replicate. All right, so we built our foundation. We're using AI as a trainer, we've sharpened our taste and our vision, and we're leading with care. Now we can finally put it all together. This brings us to the single most important trait you need to succeed in the age of AI.
Be the director, not the doer. This is the ultimate mindset shift. You see, most people treat AI like it's just a faster intern. But the winners? They treat AI like a highly capable team that needs strategic direction. It's like buying a self-driving car, but then keeping your hands on the wheel the entire time. At some point, you have to trust it and let it do the work.
And here is the actual operating manual for being a director. It's called the 10-80-10 rule. That first 10%, that's all you. Your vision, your ideas, your strategy. The middle 80%, the big chunk, that's the execution, the heavy lifting. You delegate all of that to your AI team. Then that final 10%, that's you again. Coming back in to refine, to edit, and to apply your uniquely human taste to make sure the final product is absolutely excellent.
So, to put this into practice, first, start applying that 10-80-10 rule to your work. Second, you have to change how you prompt the AI. Instead of telling it how to do something, that's push prompting, tell it what you need and let it ask you the clarifying questions. That's pull prompting. And finally, you got to redesign your processes from the ground up to be AI first, automating the boring stuff and freeing up your time for that high-level direction.
So what's the bottom line here? It's that obsessing over which AI model is the best or which new tool just came out, that's missing the forest for the trees. Your real, defensible advantage in this new world comes from your humanity. It's about using AI to amplify your ability to think, to lead, and to connect with other people on a genuinely human level.
And I just want to leave you with this final thought. We so often frame this whole conversation around AI as a threat, a threat of replacement. But what if that's the wrong frame entirely? What if this technology is actually this historic opportunity to automate all the doing so that we can finally have the time to double down on the being, on our creativity, our vision, and our relationships? What would you do with that time?